Okay. Today we'll derive the formulas for voltage across the resistance. In your circuit, you are having resistance. So therefore, voltage across the resistance is VR is equal to I into R. You know the current equation, that is V by R e power minus 1 by RC into T. Here R is there. This R and R is going to be cancelled. That is V into e power minus 1 by RC into T. This is the voltage across the resistance. This is the voltage across the resistance. So now we have to derive the voltage across the capacitance. This is the voltage across resistance. VR is equal to I into R. Now, what is the voltage across the capacitance formula?
1 by C integral 1 dt I dt.
Okay. Voltage across the capacitance is VC is equal to 1 by C I dt. Limits are taken from 0 to T. Because your capacitance will take certain time to charge to, suppose the input is 10 volts. Capacitor will take some 10 seconds for charging the voltage to 10 volts. Voltage across the capacitor VC to 10 volts. Therefore, I am taking the limits 0 to T. It is not from 0 to infinity. Why it is not 0 to infinity means capacitor won't wait up to infinity. So within a time period T from 0, suppose with 10 seconds, T is equal to 10. Limits are 0 to 10 seconds. If time taken is 20 seconds, limits are 0 to 20 seconds, 0 to T. That's why I'm not taking infinity. The capacitor will take certain time to charge to full voltage. It won't wait up to infinity. That's why I'm taking the limits 0 to T. It is not 0 to infinity. But when we consider the energy, we'll take 0 to infinity. Okay. But when we are taking out the capacitor voltage VC, 0 to T, I am taking as the limits. Now I know the current equation. That is 1 by C integral of 0 to T. Your current is V by R into e power minus 1 by RC into T dt. V by RC. Integral of e power minus 1 by RC into T is
e power minus 1 by RC into T by minus 1 by RC.
Okay, minus 1 by RC. Your limits are 0 to T. Now see this, RC and RC is going to be cancelled. We'll get minus V into e power minus 1 by RC into T minus, substitute upper limit and lower limit. Bring minus inside. This is the voltage across the capacitance. This is the voltage across capacitance. So this is the voltage across capacitance. Now tell me, for voltage across the capacitance, the curve is exponentially rising or decaying?
Rising.
Exponentially rising, because we are having 1 minus e power minus. If you substitute the time constants and calculate the value, we'll get it is exponentially rising. But for voltage across the resistance, it is exponentially equation 5, rising or decaying?
Decaying.
It will be decaying because it is e power minus. Okay. Okay. This is about voltage across capacitance, equation 6. You have to remember the equation 6 also. Sometimes in problems they'll give R value, C value, V value. They'll ask to determine VC. Okay. What is the time constant of RC circuit?
RC.
RC. Okay. In exam, sometimes they'll ask for 2 marks. They'll give R value and C value. Calculate the time constant of RC circuit. Then you know the formula tau is equal to R into C. Now I'll determine the energy in the capacitor. Energy in the capacitor is equal to power into time. Power in the capacitor into time. Because in the capacitor only electrical energy is stored. That is PC integral of P dt. 1 minute. So now we have to derive the formula for energy in the capacitor. That is, I'm taking the limits 0 to infinity, integral of 0 to infinity, Tc into dt. So now I want the power in the capacitor. If I know the power in the capacitor, then I can determine the energy in the capacitor. Power in the capacitor is voltage multiplied by current. Voltage in the capacitor multiplied by current. You know the voltage in the capacitor. Just now we have derived. What is the formula?
V into 1 minus e power minus 1 by RC into T. 1 minus.
E into 1 minus e power minus 1 by RC into T. I value is this is I value. I is equal to V by R into e power minus 1 by RC into T. Finally, we'll get PC is equal to V square by R into e power minus 1 by RC into T minus square e power minus 2 by RC. Multiply this. This is the power in the capacitor. That is the power in the capacitor. Now substitute this power in the capacitor in the energy equation. That is integral of 0 to infinity v square by r is constant. I'm taking outside the integral e power minus 1 by rc into t minus e power minus 2 by rc into t. Now take the integration. Take the integration. Take this minus 1 by rc outside. substitute the limits. Right, Anu? So this is the energy stored in the capacitor, half CV square. This is the derivation for energy stored in the capacitor. Okay. So in capacitor, electrical energy is stored, half CV square. But in inductor, what is the energy stored?
Magnetic energy.
Magnetic energy. What is the formula for magnetic energy in the inductor?
half Li square.
Half Li square. Okay. In exam, there is no need to derive all these things. Up to current equation and the graph of the current equation, if you draw, that is sufficient. There is no need to derive VR, VC, PC, energy, all these things. In exam, up to current equation, that is sufficient. Okay. Now we'll see the problems on this RC circuit. Right. In series RC circuit, in series RC circuit, in series RC circuit with R equal to where R is equal to 5000 ohm. One. with R is equal to 5000 ohm and C is equal to 20 microfarads. C is equal to 20 microfarads. Has a constant voltage. Has a constant voltage. Has a constant voltage. V is equal to 100 volts. V is equal to 100 volts. Applied at T is equal to 0. Applied at T is equal to 0. Applied at T is equal to 0. And the capacitor has no initial charge. 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 Find the equations for I VR and VC. I VR and VC. So he is giving in the series circuit. First to draw the circuit. Constant voltage 100 volts is applied. He is closing the switch at T is equal to 0. And these are series RC circuit. R and C are in series. And initial charge on the capacitor is 0. He is giving. Initial charge Q is 0 on the capacitor. There is no charge on the capacitor initially. Okay. Now he is asking in the problem to determine I, VR and VC transient equations. So by using first order differential equation, I will determine this. First I am writing the equation. That is V minus VR minus VC is equal to 0. Your V is 100. In the direction of current, you can take plus and minus. So minus 2 plus V, plus 2 minus V, plus 2 minus V. Your V voltage across resistance is current multiplied by resistance I into R minus 1 by C. Your C value is 20 microfarad. 1 by C integral of I dt is equal to 0. Okay. Now, this is 5000 I. That's 10 power 6 by 20. Integral of I dt is equal to 100. I am rearranging the terms. If current terms I am keeping on one side, constant I am bringing on the other side. Current terms I am keeping on the left side. So now for applying the first order differential equation, what you have to do?
di by dt.
We have to get di by dt. That
Differentiate.
means integration should not be there. We should not have integration in the equation. That integration has to be removed. For removing the integration, what you will do?
Multiply by di by dt.
Okay. Apply derivative on both sides. Apply derivative on both sides. That is 5000 di by dt plus 10 power 6 by 20. What is the derivative of constant?
0.
0. Now make the coefficient of dI by dt 1. Divide on both sides with 5000. Divide on both sides with 5000. What is this value? What is the value of this? Inside this. Are you getting 10? Calculate and see. Are you getting 10?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is the, now we have to determine the current equation. For determining the current equation, what you have to do?
Taking initial condition.
Now first you have to determine the integrating factor. After that you will apply. Okay, see you. Current I is equal to C into e power minus 10t. So now for determining this constancy, we'll apply the initial condition. Okay. Now see here, at t is equal to 0, your capacitor will be short circuited. Then what is, if it is short circuited, what is the current? If it is short
V by R.
circuited, V by R. That is 100 by 5000. What is the value? 0.0. Your initial current is 0.02 ampere. Okay. Now in equation 2, substitute this initial condition. In equation 2, substitute initial condition. Now substitute 3 in 4. 3 in 2. This is your current transient equation. This is your current transient equation. Now we have determined the current equation. If they ask for 5 marks, we are doing like this. Suppose if they ask for 2 marks, how will determine current? What is the formula for current? We have derived in RC circuit.
V by R into e power minus.
V by R into e power minus 1 by RC into T. What is V? 100. R is 5000. E power minus 1 by R is 5000. C is 20 into 10 power minus 6 T. That is 100 by 5000 is 0.02 e power minus 10 T. If If they ask for 2 marks, we can determine like this. Directly you can use the formula. Same thing you'll get. That's why remember the formula. For RC transition circuit, this is the formula. Similarly, for RL also, remember the current situation. Okay. Same one. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, in the problem, what else he is asking? Current?
I, VR,
R
VC.
and VC.
VR and VC.
VR and VC. Now, C will determine VR. VR is equal to I into R. Your I is 0.02 e power minus 10t. R value is 5000. Multiply 0.02 with 5000, it will be 100 into e power minus 10. This is your VR. Otherwise, we can use the formula also. In the we had derived the formula. Since V is 100, 1 by RC is 10. Same thing you will get. We can use the formula or we can derive. VR is equal to I into R. And you have derived the formula VR is equal to V into e power minus 1 by RC into T. If you substitute that, you will get the same one. Next, you will go for VC. VC is equal to 1 by P integral of 0 to T IDT. That is, C value is 20 into 10 power minus 6 integral of 0 to T 0.02 e power minus 10t dt. If you substitute the limits, you will get and multiply 100 into 1 minus e power. You can solve and see. We will get this value. We have to get that answer. Equation 6. Even if you substitute in the formula also, you'll get the same answer. Vc is equal to V into 1 minus e power minus 1 by R. This formula you had derived for capacitor voltage in the derivation. That's all about the problem. Next, we'll go to the next problem. What is the next problem? A 20 microfarad capacitor. A 20 microfarad capacitor, a 20 microfarad capacitor in the RC circuit, shown in figure, in the RC circuit shown in figure, has an initial charge, has an initial charge Q naught is equal to 500 microcoulombs with the polarity shown in diagram, with the polarity shown in diagram. At t is equal to 0, the switch is closed, thereby applying the constant voltage, V is equal to 50 volts. Find the current transient. So they are giving the diagram. See the diagram they are giving. So in the diagram, they are giving the polarity for the charge. This is the polarity for the initial charge. Q naught. This is not the polarity for the capacitor. They are giving, see, read the problem. In the problem, they are giving this polarity for the initial charge across the capacitor. What is the difference between previous problem and this problem?
Charge given.
In the previous problem, the charge is 0. 1 minute. In the previous problem, the charge is 0. There is no initial charge. But in this problem, there is initial charge on the capacitor. If there is initial charge, there will be initial voltage across the capacitor. In the previous problem, see, voltage across the capacitor is VC. In the previous problem, voltage across the initial charge is 0. VC is equal to Q by C. In the previous problem, The voltage across the capacitor is 0. In the previous problem I am saying, not in this problem. In this problem, in previous problem, this. In this problem, Q is 500 microcoulombs. Capacitance is in the previous problem it is 0 volts. In the previous problem, voltage across the capacitor, initial voltage on the capacitor is 0. But in this problem, initial voltage on the capacitor is 25 volts. That is the difference between previous problem and this problem. Now, I want to determine the initial condition. So first I am determining the initial condition, you see. At t is equal to 0, I is equal to V by R. One second. So in the previous problem, when capacitance is short circuited, it is I is equal to V by R. But in this problem, now see, I is equal to V plus Vc by R. Because in the previous problem, Vc is 0. Why it is V plus Vc? Why not V minus Vc? Why it is V plus Vc? Why it is V plus Vc?
Minus plus plus.
Okay. Because your current is flowing from minus to plus. Minus to plus is plus V. Here also from minus to plus. Minus to plus means plus V. Since your current is flowing from minus to plus, we are taking V plus Vc. It is not V minus Vc. Okay. So yeah, if current flows from minus to plus, you will take plus. If current flows from minus to plus, you will take plus. Your V is 50, Vc is 25.
Zero 0.75.
It is 0.
0.75.
Okay, 0.75. See here, in the previous problem, we had taken only V by R because Vc is 0. But in this problem, we had to consider Vc also. That is the difference between previous for the initial condition in previous problem and this problem. Now we'll go for our current derivation. This is the initial condition. Now we'll go for current derivation. So in the direction of current, I'm taking plus and minus for resistor and capacitor. Now see here, V minus VR minus Vc is equal to 0. Where V is 50 minus I into R 1 by C. Now here, for removing the integral, I am taking derivative on both sides. Derivative of 50 is 0. Derivative of 50 is 0. Now make the coefficient of dA by dt 1. What is this value? Check whether you are getting 50 or not.
Yes, sir. 50.
Okay. Now we have to determine the integrate. We have to determine the current equation. For that, I will determine the integrating factor first of all. So in this way, we'll determine the current equation. In this way, we'll determine the current transient equation. Otherwise, we can use the formula also. You know the formula? This is the formula. But in this formula, slight change is initial voltage on the capacitor we had. V plus Vc by R. It is V plus Vc by R. Actually, the formula is I is equal to V by R. If you consider the initial voltage on the capacitor, you have to consider Vc also. R with C. We'll get the time constant. Okay. For 2 marks, they'll ask. They'll give R value and C value. Time constant, they'll ask. For 2 marks. Similarly, in RL circuit also, they'll give L value and R value. R value and L value. Determine the time constant. What is the formula for time constant in RL circuit?
L by R.
L by R. Please remember these two formulas for 2 marks. In exam, if they are asking, don't confuse that sir had not told. These are the formulas. Apply the formula and get the answer in the exam. Okay. We have completed RL transient, RC transient. Next topic is RLC transient. We have completed RL transient, RC transient. Next we will go for RLC transient. This RLC transient we'll see in the next class. Derivation for RLC. We have seen the derivations for RL and RC. Both in RL and RC, we have derived the formula for current. Similarly, in RLC also, we will derive the formula for the current. Okay. In RLC, we will get second order differential equation. In RL and RC, we have got first order differential equation. In RLC circuit, we will get second order differential equation. We will see in the next class. Okay, I will take the attendance now. Wait for some time.